Hi, Ben. Yeah, I've also watched you from 2015, but then like I grew up. I became a lefty, but yeah. So I wanted to ask. So you're one of the more common sense Republicans out there because you're not a complete Trump fanatic, right? I think you support Ron DeSantis. Is that right?
In the current primaries, yeah, I'd vote for DeSantis in a primary.
Very good. So I was thinking, why do you not? Let's say Trump wins. Why do you not come out and support Biden? Because you clearly don't like Biden, right? And everyone has their own political views. But Trump seems to me to be a fundamentally serious threat to American democracy, which Biden simply isn't. So Trump's called for the suspension of the Constitution, and he's facilitated an insurrection. Biden's done neither of those things. He's been fairly milquetoast president. So why don't you endorse Biden?
So I disagree with some of the premises of the question. So number one, as far as Donald Trump being a serious danger to democracy, I think in the best of his imaginations, he probably would be in many ways. But this constitutional system is extremely durable. January 6th was not, in fact, a serious threat to American democracy. It was a serious threat to American order. It was not a serious threat to American democracy. There was no point in time on January 6th where there was a real possibility that a military coup had been launched and Donald Trump would retain the presidency after January 6th. It just was not going to happen. So the institutions of the United States and the legal institutions remain quite strong, and we're able to hem in whatever Donald Trump's peculiar desires are on the one hand. On the other hand, there are different types of threats to democracy. So Joe Biden, for example, has used the power of the executive branch in new and exorbitant ways. Most obviously, for example, when he tried to use OSHA, which is the Occupational Safety Administration, he tried to use that to cram down, for example, actual policies of Donald Trump, the stuff that he actually did as president, not the crazy tweets and the nutty stuff that he says all the time, but in what he did in terms of the economy, what he did in terms of foreign policy. I'm obviously much more in alignment with his actual political positions than I am with Joe Biden. As far as the threat to democracy, as I say, one is more subtle and one is more obvious, and in some cases the more obvious is actually the easier to reject.
Well, I don't know. This position seems quite strange to me because you've essentially conceded that Trump does not believe in American democracy. He doesn't believe in American institutions. But
I think he believes in Trump and pretty much nothing else. Yes, I think he believes in Donald Trump and not much else.
Yeah, precisely. But okay, sure, he might not be able to create the Trump dictatorship, but is it really healthy for a democracy to have a leader in charge who does not believe in any of America's institutions? Say what you like about Biden, but he is proudly American. He believes in the institutions of America. Surely you should support him over this egomaniac.
Well, I mean, I don't think he actually believes in some of the institutions. I mean, he's attacked the Supreme Court would be a good example. He's attacked the Supreme Court with alacrity in the aftermath of the overruling of Roe versus Wade, for example. His party has talked about packing the Supreme Court. When it comes to the use of
He's not packing it, though.
His party has talked about it, right? You're right, he has not. And Donald Trump talked about a lot of stuff, and that hasn't materialized either. So again, would I prefer that all of these candidates go away? Absolutely. I prefer all of these candidates go away. This is why I say first party to sanity wins.
Okay, I mean, that's fair enough. I think that position is very untenable, but I'll leave it there.
Thank you.